Ready? Give me a clap sync.
Do I have to do this every time?
You do. Awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Gonna give me a
Rub-a-dub-dub.
countdown at all?
30, 29, 28.
All right. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy, folks. Welcome back
To ARC.
To ARC? Yeah, to ARC Survival Evolved. No, to Rookie Reactions to RWBY. Rookie Reacts to RWBY. I'm Bo Maddox. This is my daughter, Michelle.
Yes, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
All right.
I like to see them in the comments.
Yeah, you do. I mean, she wants me to show her the comments that only have her name in them. It's just really weird.
Like it.
Okay. Anyway, guys. We are moving on to Volume 2, Chapter 10. Chapter 10.
I like to point out that he called it Volume 10 before this video started.
I said Volume 10. I'm sorry. My brain was... I was thinking of other things. You ready?
Yes, go.
All
Action.
right. Here we go.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line up across and there's no return. There's a
Emo,
time and a place, no bridges left to burn.
This is emo, right?
Yeah.
He stopped dancing every time this comes on.
I don't sway. This isn't music to sway to.
It's music to head bob to. Head bang, head bob, whatever.
Head bang. That's not appropriate.
Now it's time to say goodbye.
Have we seen Cinder this volume? Wait, you checking your phone?
Sorry, I work.
Trouble sleeping?
Arm was acting up.
Of course. So logically, you got out of bed, dressed yourself completely, and decided to gaze
Hello.
menacingly out into
What's going
the
on here,
distance.
man? Michelle, whatever your name is.
That's my mother's name.
What's going on
I've
here?
trusted him for years. We both have. I
Having
can't
a
help but
sexual
feel
relationship.
like he's keeping us in the dark.
Don't be ridiculous. You know
Probably not a new
very
one
well
either.
that we are not the ones in the dark.
That makes it worse. I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long.
Okay, now you're back to watching
When
the
I
show.
saw-
Sorry, I had to deal with some job
Massively.
stuff.
You're a good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people,
Secret relationship.
even against strong
I
protest.
don't know if it's secret.
It's admirable. But it's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack. And I think that's something worth remembering.
They finally fall asleep. Or did they?
Blake, are you awake?
Yeah.
Why do you think he asked us about being a huntress? Like, what was he trying to say?
Maybe he was just curious.
You think?
No.
Weiss, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. You two are talking. And I think when I said I wanted to honor my family's name, I meant it. But it's not what you think. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company. Since he took control, our business has operated in a moral gray area.
That's putting it lightly.
Which is why I feel the need to make things right. If I had taken a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything. My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
All my life, I fought for what I thought was right. I had a partner named Adam. More of a mentor, actually.
He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place. But of course, his idea of a perfect future turned out to be not perfect for everyone. I joined the academy because I knew
rose on the
huntsmen
ceiling?
and huntresses were regarded as the most noble warriors
Why?
in the world, always fighting for good.
I'll tell you later.
But I never really thought past that. When I leave the academy, what will how can I undo so many years of hate?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am. I do it all the time. When you learned I was a faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran. Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself. An empty copy that takes the hit while I run away.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress, not really because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing. Being a huntress just happens to line up with that. I'm not like Ruby. She's always wanted to be a huntress. It's like she said, ever since she was a kid, she dreamt about being the heroes in the books, helping people and saving the day, and never asking for anything else in return. Even when she couldn't fight,
She seems to be asleep.
she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's why she trained so hard to get where she is today.
Well, she's still just a kid.
She's only 2 years younger. We're all kids.
Well, not anymore. I mean, look where we are. In the middle of a war zone and armed to the teeth.
It's the life we chose.
It's a job. We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
That's what he wanted them to do. Come to that conclusion.
Look at Ruby.
That's why it's late. Go back to bed. Zwei!
Uh-oh.
Doggy's in trouble.
Doggies.
Sister's on watch.
Zwei!
Ruby's gonna get into some shit.
Zwei, where are you?
Think so, huh?
Zwei!
Kind of
He's
feel that.
being...
Zwei, this is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
Uh-oh.
What was what? I thought I heard a Beowulf or something. Let's just finish our patrol and get back to base.
She's being all secretive, but Swy is just walking casually behind her.
Oh, God.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes. Oh, this is it! This is it! Oh, man. Come on. We gotta get the others.
Low signal will still connect. She said no signal.
Huh?
It's those damn iPhones. Oh no, doggy.
No, don't let go, Swy. Good, Swy's okay.
Ruby's getting into some shit.
Yep. You fall down the well, boy? Lassie joke, she won't get it.
Honestly, can't even hear you.
Turn it down then.
Breathe! Where does she come from?
Oh no, Ruby.
You're a long way from home, little girl.
Sounds like Miles is doing one of those voices.
Another one?
Hey, hands off!
She doesn't have her thing.
Yeah, she can't fight without it.
The boss is gonna want to see this one.
Good job on being on guard there, Yang, and watching out for your teammates.
And your sister.
Hey, Weiss. It's your... Ruby? Hey, where's Ruby?
What?
Zwei?
What is it, boy?
What's going on?
Grab your weapons. Your leader may be in trouble.
Talk about trouble.
Yeah, I think she's in trouble.
What are you trying to do? Blow us to the moon?
It was Bernie.
Hey, boss! Found something you might want to
Sounded
see.
like
Is it good or bad, Perry? Because let me tell you, I have had a day.
It's a little girl?
That would be bad.
Ruby's scythe!
Oh no. Do you think she fell?
Fell!
Down there.
Oh my. Of course. Of course, of course, of course!
What is it?
How could I be so stupid?
Dr. Oobleck, what's wrong?
Mountain Glen! Yes, an expansion of Vale that was inevitably destroyed by creatures of Grimm, previously home to thousands of people, working people commuting to the city, the main city, developed a subway system to the inner city. Grimm's attacks increase, population in danger, now desperately searching for shelter. City evacuates into metro tunnels, and what do they find? The southeast quadrant of Vale is known for wild forests and deep caves.
Doc, what are you saying?
My dear, we're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network!
They've been working in caves?
No, Mountain Glen was Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. It worked for a short period of time, thanks to an aggressive perimeter defense and unique transportation. The city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural barriers Vale had to protect its borders, Mountain Glen was doomed from the start.
I think Joel was trolling
As the
everybody.
end drew near,
How fast can I say
the
these
citizens
lines?
of the territory made one last attempt at
It's
survival.
like Texas.
They took up shelter beneath the city, in the massive caves that they had cleared out.
Does look
for the
like a weird
subway,
version of
and they
Texas,
had
yeah.
cut themselves off from the surface.
An underground village?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Might have been
A safe
intentional.
haven. Until an explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean Grimm. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels, creating the world's largest tomb. If Ruby is down there, we must find her.
Dun dun dun.
You could have waited 10 seconds to check your phone.
Sorry.
His coffee mug expanded into a weapon.
Wow, I'm
Or
shocked.
his not mug, his thermos. Sorry, his coffee thermos.
Shocked.
So Oobleck's coffee thermos is his weapon.
All right, explain the rose on the ceiling.
Okay, well, before I
Hop to it.
Before I get there, general thoughts. What are your general thoughts?
Ruby fell in a hole.
Okay.
She's in some deep shit.
Okay. That's it? You just kind of summarized it. I wanted your
they-
thoughts about what...
And they came to a realization that this is a job.
Yeah. Oobleck smiled, because that's
Yes.
what he was trying to do, is get them to understand the importance of their job.
Yes.
So, you want me to explain the
Yes.
ceiling, the rose on the ceiling? Rose on ceiling.
Rose on ceiling.
Blake was talking about her partner, Adam,
the boy.
when the camera panned up and we saw the rose on the ceiling. The boy in the black trailer, right? Mm-hmm. He had a rose on his costume, his uniform, his clothing. He had a rose on it.
But Ruby's a rose.
Ruby also has a rose. If you notice, Ruby and Adam also have the same color scheme, red and black. Do you think there's any connection?
Brother.
Okay.
Boyfriend.
That's possible. Oh, you're right. Boyfriend. Yeah, totally. You nailed it. My God.
Dad.
Michelle. You nailed it.
That's her dad. Her uncle. Cousin. Friend.
Uncle, cousin, friend. Or just they both like roses.
Can't be.
Can't be that. It's too specific a symbol.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
There has to be some connection.
Yeah. They gotta,
That's worth thinking about. But anyway, that rose was to represent Adam, not Ruby. In the beginning, Ironwood was out there talking with, and Goodwitch came along, but he was doubting Ozpin. He was wondering if Ozpin is still up to the task, is the right person to lead him and all that stuff. And Goodwitch was trying to say that he is, and you need to be patient and stuff. So, and yeah, they clearly had a relationship, because she said, you know, you got up out of bed, got dressed, and so the implication is that they were in bed together. And it's not secret. It seems to be a pretty obvious thing. And it seems to be that they've had a relationship for quite a while.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. All right. Blake's... Okay, again, Blake specifically called out her semblance in this one. We've seen her semblance before, but she actually explained what it is. And she drew a parallel. She said, you know, that
she uses it to disappear.
Yeah, she always runs away. She doesn't face her demons, her fears, her, you know, whatever. And she runs away. And then she says even her semblance is basically that. She can leave something around to take the hit while she runs away. And if you think about it, Yang's is talking about she's into action, adventure, fighting, and her semblance is she can absorb a lot of punches, basically a lot of hits, and dish them back. Right? RWBY isn't much of a hand-to-hand fighter. She's much of more of a distance person. She can fight with her scythe, but I mean, she has a sniper rifle, which is a distance weapon, and she has speed. Seems like that might kind of tie into her personality as well. So, and Weiss, again, we don't really know if her semblance is the glyphs. I don't really know what that has to do with her personality, maybe. But do you think maybe that semblances might be tied to personalities in some way?
Maybe. Like
maybe your personality might.
What's Yang's again?
Hers is the ability to absorb hits and damage and then dish it back more powerfully. She can be hit really hard and then hit you back as hard as you hit her, or harder than you hit her.
What's that have to do with her personality?
She's a fighter. She's a rough and tumble, get in there and kick butt sort of. That's her personality. Her personality is just get in there and scrap. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well,
Blake seemed to think there was a connection, at least in hers, that maybe an ironic connection, but there was a connection. And you got the joke about an underground crime network, right? You meant literally a crime network that was literally underground. Oh. Because they were looking for an underground crime network, but it happens to literally be underground as well, which is why he got into Yang's face.
The dog's face.
Well, Yang's face. And said it. So they're now underground. And Torchwick is there. The eyeliner guy.
Eyeliner boy.
And he was too busy until they said a little girl, and he popped his head out and said, ooh, because he knows her.
I was going to say, that was really gross.
Oh, well. That kind of an ooh.
Ooh.
You're sicko.
Anyways.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Oh, God. Howdy, folks.
What are you looking for next episode? Anything?
Just along for the ride.
Along for the ride. A couple more episodes this volume, and then we're done with this volume. Then we can start what a lot of people arguably think is the best volume.
3.
Which is 3. I'll withhold my ranking of the volumes until we're done with 5, but we'll see how it goes. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. You can say the word.
Bye.
You didn't say adios.
Adios.
Catch you next time.